So, good morning. What a fine morning it is. The sun has finally decided to come out to play, and it's always better when the sun's out, isn't it? And I thought it would be nice for us to just have a little chat while I'm having a little drive and just talk about connecting, what it means to connect, because we live in a world, of course, where we're disconnecting so much now. We disconnect from the real world. We spend our life and most of our time in the virtual world looking for likes and looking for confirmation from other people that we are good, that we are funny, that we are great to be around, we are intelligent, and we put so much in life that's based on future things. We put the emphasis on future things in our lives because we think that's what's going to make us happy. I'll be happy when I get that car. I'll be happy when I get that house. I'll be happy when I get that promotion. I'll be happy when I make that first £1,000,000. And of course, these are all based on future things that you haven't got yet. And when you're connected, I mean really connected, when you live without ego, when you're not worried about what other people think, all you're interested in is the now. Because happiness is in the now. Happiness is an inside job, and it's inside you. And when you tap into that deep well of truth and love and wisdom and understanding inside of yourself, which, by the way, is called the universe. And people think the universe is this great big thing out there, this big black thing full of stars. Oh, what's out there in the universe? And what you should be saying is, oh, what's in here? In my universe. Think about that. Just think about that for a second. Because everything you need to know about life, everything you need to know about love, anything you need to know about anything that's meaningful in your life is within you. And only when you connect to that deep well of truth and love and understanding within you can you even begin to connect to those people and places and faces and times and awesome things around you in a truly, truly positive way. And I see so many people that I sit in front of, so many beautiful, awesome people who are disconnected from love, disconnected from intimacy, disconnected from friendship, disconnected from community, disconnected from exercise, disconnected from healthy eating. In essence, disconnected from life. Certainly disconnected from exercise. Because you see, when you're connected to any one of those things, they're going to fulfill you. But when you're not connected to those things, just one of those things, if you pull the plugs out of one of those things, it's going to hurt you. But when you pull the plugs out of all of those things, you become more and more isolated, more and more withdrawn, more and more anxious, more and more disconnected from life, and certainly more and more disconnected from you. And that's sad, and that hurts. It doesn't just hurt you, it hurts all the people who love you. And I should know, because I've been that man. And I should know, because I'm not that man anymore. And I can promise you that I'm never going to be that man again. And people say to me, God, you're so brave, Mark. You're so courageous, putting yourself out there the way you do. Writing that book, being so open and honest. Well, of course, it's not about being courageous at all or brave. It's because once I was an egotistical, selfish, arrogant wanker. And now I sit without ego. I sit and stand without judgment. I am so connected to me, and so connected to life, and so connected to the universe that I realise I don't need any material things in my life. I don't need any fakery. The magic of life is coursing through my veins, is infecting people around me with positivity, is lifting and helping and healing them, because I let go of all that fakery, because I took that mask off, because I stepped in to my authentic self. And you know what? You can too. And it is a wonderful, awesome, amazing place to be. And so while we're driving, I'm going to McDonald's for a coffee because I love coffee. Coffee is one of my big things. I like a coffee, and so I'm going to McDonald's to get myself a coffee. Just popped off the computer. I've been typing away and editing another manuscript and working on things that are in the future pipeline, which is all about connecting people in my local community, connecting people back to life, connecting people back to themselves. So in turn, they will connect with other people, and in turn, they'll find those friendships, they'll find those relationships, they'll find what makes them happy. So many people out there working, existing, but not living. I want you to live. I want you to shine. I want you to know your purpose in life. I want you to get your positivity back and smash that crap away from you that's hurting you, that's holding you back, that's stopping you from being your authentic self. I want you to screw whole days up, whole moments of your life up, and chuck that in the fuck it bucket. Slam the lid down and completely forget about it, and never ever be connected to that again. I want you to love. I want you to love in a way that you never loved before. I want you to love yourself in a way that's not narcissistic, that says, I love myself, I'm worthy, I'm all I need. And when you can do that, when you can let go of ego, when you realise that ego is the big black door that bars the way to your soul, then you will connect to life in a way that will enrich you and infect you and take you to a whole other level in your world. And in turn, you'll lift the people around you. You'll become that soldier of positivity, shining your light out instead of shining that light in, and being self-absorbed and making it all about you. And of course, when we get depressed, that's all we do. We catastrophize. We make it all about us. We only think in black and white. I'll never be happy. I'll never lose this weight. I'll never get a job. I'll never find love again. Oh, I have heard that so many times. And I have changed that so many times. So, my question to you, beautiful, wonderful, individual, amazing you, unique in every single way. My question to you today is, what are you connecting to? Or maybe I should rephrase that a little and say, what aren't you connecting to? Because maybe it's what you're not connecting to that's missing in your life. And it's about getting connected. So, think about that. And when you decide what you want with your life, when you decide that you're letting go of that mask, when you decide that you're going to be real, when you decide that you're not going to fake it anymore, because if you're faking it, you're not feeling it. And if you're not feeling it, then you're faking it. And when you're faking it, you're not connected. And the more plugs you pull out of life, the less connected you are. And I have yet to see a person in life who was happy that wasn't truly connected, or a person who was of low self-esteem who truly was connected. So what I'm saying is, the more connected you are, the more alive you are. I'm happy to be your wingman. I'm happy to do anything I can to shine a light on you and get you to where you need to be. But ultimately, you have to step into the process. Ultimately, you have to be that person. Ultimately, you have to let go of all that shit that's holding you back. Get the hooks out. Let go of those things that people said. Let go of those things that you did. Let go of those negative feelings that you say to yourself all the time, and you feel all the time. And you think that defines you, and you're so very wrong. define you. And when you can embrace all of that crap and pull it into you and say thank you. Thank you for blessing me with all this shit. Because I realise it's the foundations of everything I am. And I realise that because of all that shit that I've been through, it's made me stronger. And in that suffering, I found strength. And in that suffering, I found learning. And through that learning and knowledge, I found wisdom. And in that wisdom, I found the golden nugget of truth. The truth that I'm sharing with you today. Absolute truth. That you can share that wisdom with others and lift and inspire and motivate them to be the very best versions of themselves. Their authentic selves. Their real selves. Without ego. Ego is that big black door that bars the way to your soul. And I'm nearly at the point where I'm about to grab a McDonald's coffee. Mine coffee, well, my coffee of choice is cappuccino, please. Thank you very much. Very nice of you. And I'm going to grab that now, and maybe that'll get me just ticking over at that next level. And